Ava had always been a little different. Growing up in the sleepy town of Willow Creek, she preferred to spend her time reading fantasy novels and sketching mystical creatures rather than playing with the other children. Perhaps it was this uniqueness that led her to conjure up her only friend, a vivid creation named Nia. Nia was everything Ava wished for: funny, adventurous, and unafraid of the dark. Their imaginations intertwined like threads in a tapestry, weaving together fantastical stories of dragons, witches, and far-off lands. At first, Nia was harmless, a playful spirit who explored the woods behind Ava's house, creating games and challenges that thrilled her. They'd spend hours playing make-believe, constructing forts out of fallen branches and racing each other to imaginary castles. But as the months went by, Nia began to change. Where before she saw the world in vibrant colors, Nia now painted it with shadows. "I want to play a new game," Nia said one evening, her voice slightly more sinister than Ava remembered. It was dusk, and the vibrant orange sun melted into the darkening horizon. "Let's play hide and seek, but with a twist. You have to hide in the woods, alone." A chill tickled the back of Ava's neck, but the thrill of adventure silenced her apprehension. "Okay," she agreed, though a knot twisted in her stomach. "But you have to count to 50, and you have to promise you won't be too scary." "Promise," Nia chirped, a grin stretching wider across her ethereal face. As Nia began to count, her voice echoing eerily through the trees, Ava ran off, her heart racing with excitement and dread. Once hidden behind a thick bush, she closed her eyes tight, listening as Nia counted down. The echoes resonated around her, creating an unsettling symphony of whispers. 46, 47, the voice called out, growing louder and more menacing. An unshakable fear gripped Ava when she heard the count creep past 50 and beyond. Something felt wrong. She peered through the branches and saw Nia, her once sparkling eyes now dark and hollow. The friend who had always brought her joy now seemed to be a vessel of malevolence. "Nia?" Ava called out weakly, her voice barely above a whisper. The shadow of Nia loomed in the fading light, her laughter piercing the stillness. "You're playing my game now, Ava. You can't hide forever." Adrenaline surged as Ava dashed into the woods, branches snagging at her clothes. She could hear Nia behind her, a monstrous echo sound of giggles that twisted into inhuman squeals. The deeper she ran, the more the trees closed in around her, the paths shifting as if the woods themselves were alive. "Nia, please, this isn't fun anymore," Ava cried, panic bubbling over. Suddenly, everything fell still. The shadows grew thicker, absorbing the last glimmers of twilight. In that dark cocoon, she felt a chill breeze swirl around her, then silence. "Ava," Nia's voice whispered from all directions, thin and shivering like a spider's thread. "Why did you run?" "I just wanted to play." Ava's heart raced as she turned to face the sound. The trees seemed to swirl, warping into a nightmare landscape. Nia emerged from the gloom, her form shifting and darkening like a storm cloud, her once playful demeanor replaced with something far more sinister. "You're mine now." To escape Nia's grasp, Ava remembered stories of heroes in her books. She took a deep breath and called out, "You're not my friend anymore. You're not real." At those words, Nia's face contorted, eyes narrowing into angry slits. "You can't just unmake me," she shrieked, her voice splitting the air like thunder. "You created me." But Ava had found her strength. "You were imaginary, and I can be strong without you. You can't hurt me." With every ounce of willpower, she envisioned a bright light, one that illuminated the shadows, pushing back against the darkness. To her shock, Nia staggered as the radiant glow swallowed her form. "No, you can't," she screamed, the power of Ava's conviction growing stronger. "Leave," Ava yelled, her voice an echo of determined fury. The darkness around Nia started to melt away, revealing the origami figure she'd first crafted from paper, fragile and terrible. With an indomitable shout, Ava scattered the last shreds of darkness that clung to Nia. The specter shrieked one last time before crumbling into ash, dissolving in the flickering light, leaving nothing but the brittle echo of laughter behind. As dawn broke, golden rays filtered through the trees of Willow Creek, flooding the woods with warmth. Ava stood within the hollow open of the forest, breathless from the ordeal, a simple girl who had learned the strength of her own heart. She had faced the darkness and survived, but she knew better than to tempt fate again. The woods had held their secrets, but her true adventure waited just beyond, one where she would no longer play with shadows, but find real friends and create new stories, instilled with the courage she had discovered within.